Dear students, today we are going to discuss about plant growth and development. Apart from this one, we are trying to understand the importance of phytohormones in the plant growth and development, and also we are trying to understand scientists and their contribution to understand various types of phytohormones. Apart from this one, today we are trying to understand the axine and their functioning process. Dear students, we can start this discussion with the plant hormone definition. Plant hormones are regulators produced by plant which in low concentration regulate a physiological plant processes. What is meant by physiological plant processes? Nothing but like cell division, cell elongation, plant growth, plant development, differentiation, flowering, seedling, and so on. These various functions are regulated by plant hormones. Plant hormones, otherwise called as plant growth regulators. Hormones usually move within the plant from a site of production to the site of action. Then, with the help of translocation process. In animals also, hormone secretion at one site, their action is another site. That hormones are carried by blood circulation process or various body fluids. In plant body, hormones are carrying from secreted part to the affected part. This phytohormone word was introduced by Thiemann. Thiemann in 1948 suggested using the term phytohormone for the hormones of plants. Dear students, the plant growth regulators PGRS mean plant growth regulators. Plant growth regulators, otherwise called as in plant hormones or phytohormones. These plant growth regulators are classified into two types based on their promoters, based on their inhibitor. Based on the nature of the work on the plant body, hormones are classified into two types. One is a plant growth promoters, second one is a plant growth inhibitors. Promoters in the sense the plant growth is promoted, their development is promoted, flowering is promoted, the plant growth and development will be promoted, means increased or encouraged. The second type of hormones are plant growth inhibitors. That particular growth and development should be stopped. Based on this action of these hormones, plant growth hormones are two types: plant growth promoters, plant growth regulators. Now we can try to understand. The plant growth promoters should promote cell division, cell enlargement, tropical growth, flowering, seed formation. For these actions, then three hormones are responsible. One is an axine, second one zebullins, the third one is cytokinesis or cytokinin. The cytokinin, zebullins, and axines. These are three hormones we can call as an plant growth promoters. The second type of hormones, plant growth inhibitors, should promotes, means should follows, should act on this seed dormancy of seed, stimulate abscission, response to wounds, response to biotic and abiotic stress, and these functions should be regulated by two hormones. One is abscisic acid as well as ethylene. As we discussed, plant growth regulators should have the two types of, one is a plant growth promoters, plant growth inhibitors. Plant growth promoters should have some responsibilities in the plant body. Plant growth inhibitors should have the separate responsibilities in the plant body. That axines, zebullins, cytokinins we can call as in plant growth promoters. Then abscess and ethylene we can call as in plant growth inhibitors. These two hormones are important for plant growth and development. Apart from this, but includes plant hormones, that is natural as well as synthetic, but also includes non-nutrient chemicals not found naturally in plants, that when applied to the plants influence their growth and development. That, as we discussed, there is an 5 recognized groups of natural plant hormones and growth regulators. They are axins, gibberellins, cytokinins, ethylene, and abscisic acid. Each and every hormone have its own importance in the plant growth and development. We can try to understand the chemical structure of a phytohormones should followed by axins, gibberellins, cytokinin, abscisic acid, and ethylene. The general name is different, their chemical composition is different, or their natural synthetic form is different. Now we can see axins. General chemical name is indole 3-acetic acid. It is also called as natural axin. The chemical structure is given here. Then gibberellic acid, or generally we can call it as an gibberellin. Its a chemical name is gibberellic acids. These are different types of gibberellic acids are present. The shortcut we can call it as an GA, GA1, GA2, GA3, and etc. GA1 means gibberellic acid 1, GA2 means gibberellic acid 2, GA3 means gibberellic acid 3. GA3 was first discovered one is the gibberellic acids or terpenes. The cytokinin is a adenine derivatives. Kinetin is a kind of cytokinins. The chemical name of cytokinin is N6 porphyryl aminopurine. Abscisic acid, it is an inhibitor of growth. Abscisic acid, in the shortcut we can call it as an ABA. Then one more growth inhibitor is ethylene. Ethylene is available in the form of gas, that is an C2H4. The chemical name is ethylene itself. So axins, indoleacetic acid, then gibberellins, gibberellic acid, cytokinin, N6 porphyryl aminopurine, abscisic acid ABA, and ethylene, ethylene itself C2H4. It's a formula, chemical formula. It's available in the form of gas. Among these 5 phytohormones, gas form of hormone is only one, that is an ethylene. The remaining all gases are available in the form of liquid. Charles Darwin, one of the famous scientists, he also known as the father of evolution. He conducted experiments on canary grass. At the tip of its shoot is nothing but coleoptile. He conducted experiments about phototropism, curvature. Apart from this one, he come to know that at the tip of this shoot there is some chemical substances have been secreting, which are responsible for plant growth and development. This experiment is conducted along with his son, that is Francis. This experiment was conducted accidentally. Then we come to know plants also can secrete hormones which are responsible for plant growth and development. The first discovered hormone is axin by F.W. Wendt. Now look at the diagram. This small diagrammatical information can explain about the phototropism experiment which was conducted by Charles Darwin. He concluded that the tip of the shoot have a capacity to secrete some chemical substances which is responsible to grow towards sunlight. Means tip of the shoot always bend towards sunlight, but when the tip of the shoot is removed, is nothing but decapitation. That stem is growing in the straight direction, not bending towards sunlight. Then in the second situation, when the tip of the shoot is covered by something, the stem is growing in the straight direction. In the last conclusion, the tip of the shoot is covered by axin secreted substances, then again they're bending towards sunlight. Means light and axin secretions are having interconnection. F.W. Wendt, one of the most popular scientists in the field of botany, he was the first person to isolate axins as a plant hormone from the tip of the shoot. F.W. Wendt mean Fritz Humboldt Wendt was Dutch botanist, biologist. He was conducted experiment in 1928 on the existence of axons in the plants. Wendt's father was a prominent Dutch botanist. The name is F.A.F.C. Wendt. He was born on 18th May 1903 in the Netherlands. He was died 1st May 1990 in the United States. He was the most popular scientist. Charles Darwin and his son, that is a Francis, was demonstrated about the phytohormones and that canary grass, but the hormone was isolated, chemically analyzed, chemically a name is given by F.W. Wendt. Then here axons are two types are here. One is the natural axons as well as synthetic axons. Natural axons, that chemical axon which was produced by a plant body and within the tip of the shoot as well as tip of the root, in the sense below the root cap, especially in the meristematic zone. The natural axons are here indole 3 acetic acid, shortcut we can call as an IAA. The second one is an 4-chloroindole 3 acetic acid, shortcut we can call as an 4-CLIAA. Then phenyl acetic acid PAA, shortcut we can call it as an, the last one is indole 3 butyric acid. These are four types of acids axons have been produced in the plant body as naturally. Thus, these are chemical name are also given here. Natural occurring axons indole 3 acetic acid, 4-chloroindole 3 acetic acid as well as phenyl acetic acid. Now we can try to understand commonly used synthetic axons. These synthetic axons are used for the various purpose for the plant growth and development. Then one is an indole 3 butyric acid. Then second one is naphthalene acetic acid, indole 3 butyric acid IBA, naphthalene acetic acid NAA. Then 2,4-dichlorophenoxy acetic acid, we can shortcut we can call as 2,4-D. The 2,4-dichlorophenoxy acetic acid have been used as a weedicides to control dicot plants. The fourth type is 2-methoxy-3,6-dichlorobenzoic acid. Then fifth one is 4-amino-3,5,6 trichloropicolinic acid. The sixth type is 2,4,5-trichlorophenoxy acetic acid. As per textbook, we have the words of 2,4-D, 2,4-dichlorophenoxy acetic acid, 2,4,5-T, 2,4,5-trichlorophenoxy acetic acid, as well as naphthalene acetic acid, indole 3 butyric acids. Generally, natural form is available. Also, we can possible to produce in the synthetic form. So these are the types of axons: natural axons as well as synthetic axons. Natural axons produced by the plant body itself, but synthetic axons we can synthesize within the laboratory for the purpose of plant growth and development. Axons. Axon word derived from the Greek. Axon means to grow or to increase. Axons may be defined as an growth promoting substances which promotes growth along these vertical axis when applied in low concentration in the shoot of the plants. Axon is a Greek word. Axon means to grow. Axon is an growth promoting substance. Now we can try to understand some physiological effects of the axon. Then first one is promotes apical dominance. Plants grows continuous. Plant grow only at the tip of the shoot and tip of the root. Because of tip of the root there is a meristematic cells and tissues are present. There axon secretion is possible. Then the cell division is continuous. Apical means tip of the shoot growth is faster than the lateral buds. Lateral buds growth is dominated by apical buds. This phenomenon is called as an apical dominance. The second one is an initiate root in the stem. Initiate rooting in the stem cutting. Stem cutting, common methods for sugarcane. There is no formation of seeds in the sugarcane. Stem usually going for cutting into many pieces. Each and every piece of the sugarcane is placed in the favorable conditions. They can give rise to new root system. The new root formation with the help of axon secretion. The third point is promotes flowering. Example, pineapple. In the pineapple, flowers production with the help of axons. The fourth point is prevents fruit and leaf drop at early stage. If the fruits are drops earlier or leaf is drops earlier, it impact on the productivity of the plant. Leaf generally useful for photosynthesis. The leaf is well and good. The maximum amount of food preparation is possible. Only then plant growth and development takes place. If the flowers and fruits falls off earlier, then prematurity of the seed does not produces new plantlets. Promotes the abscission of older mature leaves and fruits, means old leaves, old fruits, old flowers are going to drop off. This is also possible with the help of axin secretions. Because of when the axin secretion is less, abscisic acid ethylene secretion is more. Indirectly, axin also promotes the abscission of older mature leaves and fruits. The next point is induced parthenocarpy. Parthenocarpy means production of fruits without seeds. This parthenocarpy commonly seen in tomatoes. They used as a herbicides. Herbicides means it is a chemical substance which is used to kill weeds called as herbicides. 2,4-D as well as 2,4,5-T, which is and synthetic axins are used as a herbicides. The last point is controls xylem differentiation and helps in the cell division. It is also promotes cell division. It is also promotes and controls xylem differentiation. So these are the functions are followed by these axins. Physiological effects of the axin should be followed by this way. There is a brief introduction about the physiological effects of axins. The following points highlights the physiological effects of the axins in the plants: cell elongation, apical dominance, root initiation, prevention of abscission, parthenocarpy, respiration, cell callus formation, as well as vascular differentiation.